All right, good morning and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio, our continuing Career College Exposition webinar series. My name is Lee Doubleday and I'm the Director of Operations here at the Imagine America Foundation. And I'm excited about today's topic, when is healthcare the perfect fit? With Rasmussen University. Rasmussen University is an institution of higher learning dedicated to global enrichment and meeting the evolving needs of their diverse communities they service. With an emphasis on innovative programs, dynamic curriculum, and general education skills, they're committed to being the pioneer in the field of career-focused education. Rasmussen University is also a brand new partner of the Imagine America Foundation, so your students can now apply for our scholarship to attend Rasmussen University through our website. If you'd like more information on our scholarship programs and how your students can go about applying, please either contact me after the presentation or visit our website, which is www.imagine-america.org. Since our beginning in 1999, Imagine America remains a leading sponsor of scholarship aid to enrolling high school students. However, our country faces a serious shortage in certified technicians. It's not a secret. I mean, this country really needs, especially in healthcare, what we're talking about today. And we hear from employers in virtually all sections of the country desperately looking for qualified employees. So we need to do more. Our partner in today's presentation again is Rasmussen University, and joining us today to discuss in detail the looming technician shortage and how Rasmussen University is helping meet this need is Nana Ose-Bonsu. But before turning the program over to Nana, let me outline today's agenda. Today's session of Imagine America Radio will be 30 minutes maximum, with question and answers at the end of the presentation. All participants can submit questions while the presentation is in session via the Q&A feature in this Zoom meeting or the chat feature, whichever you prefer. And at the end of the presentation, or approximately 10:25, I'll then present any questions offered by the participants. We'll address as many questions as possible and provide written responses and follow-up emails if we do not get to your questions. But we will have a hard close at 10:30 a.m. So without taking any more time out of today's presentation, let me turn today's session over to Nana. Nana, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Lee. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Rasmussen University Imagine America Foundation presentation on when is healthcare the perfect fit. My name is Nana Ose-Bonsu. I will be your presenter for today. I am actually the Associate Director of Admissions for the Orlando campus. Today, we will be discussing a variety of items to provide you with a ton of details to give to your high school students about Rasmussen University and really the importance of looking at a career path and a career industry that is continuously growing. We'll first be discussing workforce trends and discussing and communicating the importance of college, along with healthcare trends and the projected job growth when it comes to the healthcare industry. Now, when it comes to healthcare education options and Rasmussen University, this is where you'll learn a little bit more about our programs, the importance of hard and soft skills, and really what Rasmussen University strives on supporting your students and helping them achieve their education. Now, at that point, we will then discuss a few more options about the Imagine America Foundation Scholarship, and that'll leave enough time for questions and answers. So let's kind of get started and talk a little bit about the importance of communicating how important college actually is to your high school student. Now, today, many of you have a student that falls into a different bucket. Virtually a bucket where it's about getting their education, continuing from high school and receiving their associate's or bachelor's degree. Then you have those students that are thinking about maybe taking some time before deciding what industry or if they do want to go and pursue their higher education. And then you also have that bucket of students that aren't really striving to complete their high school diplomas and really just want to jump into the workforce. This is a great slide that you can present to your high school student of the importance of getting their education when it comes to weekly earnings and also unemployment rates based on their educational level. Now, this information was pulled from the Bureau of Labor Statistics that shows for a student that doesn't have a high school diploma and is thinking about progressing into getting their degree, the actual earnings potential is continuing to rise with more credentialing that they have from their education. Now, when it comes to unemployment rates, this is something that is eye-catching. For that student that doesn't have a high school diploma compared to a student that has a bachelor's degree, the unemployment rates drop dramatically. So you want to really express to them that it is important to go ahead and continue on with their education coming straight out of high school, maybe deciding to going into a diploma or an associate's or bachelor's degree. And we'll be discussing each one of those through the presentation. Now, some of your students are really interested in the healthcare industry, and they are looking at an industry that is really booming with opportunities between 2020 and 2030. Now, this information was also pulled from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. As you can see here, when it comes to all occupations, the increase of jobs is 7.7%. However, as you can see for the healthcare occupations, it's 16%, offering 2.6 million new jobs between that time frame. So for your student that is looking for an industry that they can be successful in, that is ongoing, offering opportunities and careers, the healthcare industry is one of those industries. Now, it's important for your students to also know the types of traits that they actually need to be able to thrive in the healthcare industry. Here at Rasmussen University, they won't only learn those hard skills for them to achieve their day-to-day duties, with working in their particular career paths. They'll also be learning how to communicate and those soft skills that they'll need to be able to interact with everyone, not just patients, but also those in the industry. Now, everything from becoming that natural communicator to understanding how to take information and being very detail oriented and making sure that you are efficient in the information that you're providing. So also having those critical thinking and problem solving skills. Let's take what's happening today in the health industry with COVID-19. This time last year, there were doctors and technicians and really professionals figuring out what we needed to do to get past this pandemic, not just today, but for future years to come. This is how the vaccine actually became available worldwide. Those individuals had those critical thinking skills and figuring out how to problem solve while communicating the right way with other professionals. Now, as this was happening, of course, we had those professionals that also needed to be very compassionate and empathetic in delivering news to patients. So it's important that students understand really this entire scope of what the healthcare industry is going to be like and being able to have those effective traits. Now, what is the perfect fit for your high school student? Now, when it comes to the healthcare industry, there are really two options: direct patient care or indirect patient care. Now, for many of us who are patients, we are looking at going into a doctor's office and we're talking to the nurse about, when we first get into the office and we're talking to the doctors, we may, discuss what's going on with the tech, but you are actually working and interacting with those that are in the indirect patient care career path when you walk in and speak to the assistant medical office manager or the community health worker, the medical administrative assistant. These are all healthcare career paths that are available to your high school student and for them to be able to get this education here at Rasmussen University. Now, when it comes to your high school student coming to Rasmussen, they really have the ability to pick a starting point and to grow from there. Now, you have some students that are thinking currently, you know what, I want to just kind of get my feet wet. I want to jump into a career path. I just want to learn some skills. I don't want to be in school for a long time. I want to be able to start working and then maybe progress from there. Those students may be interested in our diplomas or certificates where they can complete that in as few as 9 to 12 months. Then you have those students that are thinking about getting their associate's degree that can be completed in as few as 18 to 21 months. What about those that want a bachelor's and go directly into a bachelor's degree? Those students can finish their programs, that program in as few as 18 to 33 months, and from there continue on into a master's or doctoral program, which we offer here at Rasmussen University. Now, for example, for a student that is looking at direct patient care and is looking at maybe nursing, they could actually start off in a practical nursing program and obtain their LPN license. From there, they would be able to progress into an associate's degree to become that RN, or progress into a bachelor's degree and complete their BSN as well. From there, they would be able to move on to the master's in nursing and then their DNP. What about that student that is thinking about the indirect patient care opportunities? Well, when it comes to medical billing and coding, that is a great start for your student to understand the systems and billing of the healthcare industry. From there, they can progress into the health information technician program to be able to learn about those management systems and how to actually, how those advanced systems really help the industry run. And maybe they want to start looking at management opportunities and working directly with the individuals that are health information technicians in the health information management program. So your student really has the ability to really get their feet wet and jump and learn what they need to really break into the industry and then continue to grow from there. Now, here at Rasmussen, your high school student has support every step of the way. From the first time they request information and they speak to someone like myself in the admissions department, we will be discussing everything that they need to do and helping them make a decision on what's the best industry and program for their career goals. From there, we will be discussing the enrollment steps and providing information about financial aid and funding, which we'll also be discussing about the $1,000 Imagine America scholarship a little bit later. Now, from there, they also have an advisor that's really going to assist them throughout the time they are a student here. That advisor is going to provide them with resources like library and learning services, peer mentoring, also online tutoring that is available for our students. So no matter where they are in the world, they have the ability to get that additional support that they need. From there, they also have career services that's assisting them with interviewing techniques and building their resume, helping them apply to the different career paths that they're interested in those industries. But throughout the entire time they're here at Rasmussen, they also have that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week tech and phone support. So no matter when or if they need some support, someone is available to answer those questions. Now, we do offer a variety of modalities and learning environments for our students, from online courses to hands-on lab simulations. Now, when it comes to our learning environment, students will have live sessions, interactive classroom environments, and online discussion forums throughout every course. Students have the ability to have access to their education through computer, tablet, and smartphone. We live in a digital age, so we want to be able to provide our students the ability to have their education at their fingertips. When it comes to our labs, we have state-of-the-art labs that provide that experimental learning. And then in many of their other programs, in some of their other programs, they do offer clinical environments as well for them to get that hands-on work experience before they actually jump into the career. This is the learning environment for your student to help your student here at Rasmussen University strive and be successful when they graduate. Now, a little bit about Rasmussen University. We've been providing career-focused education for over 120 years. We were founded in the state of Minnesota by Walter Rasmussen in September of 1900. And we offer programs in 6 different states, 23 different campuses, including our online, national online campus. Now, although we are discussing the healthcare industry today, We do offer programs in other industries, 50 plus programs in 7 areas of study, including business, justice studies, education, technology, and design. So although we are talking about healthcare today, we do offer programs to your high school students that are interested in any one of these other industries. So if you are interested in getting more info on those, I can provide that as well. Now, we are regionally accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, so we do have the accrediting standard for your student to be able to get a quality education here at Rasmussen and move on into their industries. Now, it's important that you understand that we are here to support your student in the best possible way. And this is why we've also partnered with Imagine America Foundation to offer the $1,000 Imagine America Scholarship. Now, for your high school student that is interested in Rasmussen University and has graduated in 2021 and 2022 with a 2.5 GPA or above, has the ability to apply for this scholarship. The way to apply, they can visit the Imagine America Foundation mobile app or visit imagineamerica.org/apply for scholarships, and also visit rasmussen.edu, and under the tuition and aid tab, have the ability to click on the scholarship to apply, which will direct them to the Imagine America website. Now, for more information on Rasmussen University, you can visit rasmussen.edu, or you can contact me here with my information here on the screen. For more information about Imagine America scholarships, you can also visit imagineamerica.org. I really appreciate everyone's time this morning, and I can go ahead and open it up for any questions that anyone has.
All right, thank you, Nana. We are going to open this up for the Q&A portion of our presentation. It does look like a person has another question here. Also, I'm going to be throwing up a poll question. So if you would like someone to contact you with more information about presenting similar information on healthcare careers to your students, please indicate so on the poll so that we know who to reach out to after this presentation is over. And Rasmussen can do that either virtually or in person with your students. So, and anyway, the first question that came in is actually about identifying high school students that would excel in healthcare programs. And my question for you, Nana, is, what subjects are students who are a good fit for healthcare careers particularly good at in high school? Would that be science classes, or is it more based on personality traits? So what would you see, especially as somebody in admissions?
That's a great question. And honestly, it's a combination of English and math and the sciences, but really having those great communication skills is important. Being able to present and provide detailed information on their projects, really able to explain things, really able to also take their time. So although those subjects are really going to teach them the foundation that they need to be successful in their programs, it's also having those personal skills, those soft traits, as I mentioned earlier, that's really going to help them excel in the healthcare industry.
Awesome. Yeah, that's I couldn't agree more. And as we actually interviewed Rasmussen on their nursing program on our podcast channel, and we were talking about the difference between an ADN program and a BSN program, but inevitably we end up getting to the characteristics that make a great nurse. And I think the first one is somebody who's really passionate about helping other people. But then right after that is communication, because a nurse is really, in a lot of the healthcare and a lot of the patient-facing healthcare professions that we talked about today, not just nursing, but are really translators between the patient and the other doctors and the other nurses. And so having great communication skills is key. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and this question is about federal financial aid. Now, can someone apply for the FAFSA in order to go to school at Rasmussen?
Yes, they can. We offer a variety of start dates all year round. So we do not limit a student to a certain time frame when they can apply for financial aid. We would provide them with our school code depending on the campus that they're looking to attend. And from there, they would be able to, we'll be able to review their funding, including additional documents that they may need to provide to us for aid. So students are not limited to a certain time frame where they have to apply when they are ready to actually start school, and it could be anywhere year round. Currently, we are enrolling for our January 3rd start date. Students are now filling out their FAFSA in order to enroll. So yes, we do offer federal aid for students, and they have the ability to apply at any point in time.
Yeah, and the the audience we're talking to today are high school counselors, so they have high school seniors. Now, would their start date be in July or August?
Yes, yes, it would.
Okay.
So for those students that have graduated in 2021 and are looking to start in the beginning of 2022, and for those students that are graduating in May of 2022, they have a number of start dates from between July and December that they can apply in order to really start school as soon as possible right after they graduate. And they can apply for financial aid now that the 23 FAFSA is available, or they can wait till right after they graduate to apply. But either way, that will give them the ability to be able to use financial aid depending on the start date that they're looking at.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. And now we're talking about your Florida campuses today. I mean, you have a number of campuses in Florida. Do you mind kind of briefly going over the locations?
Absolutely. So we are located in Central Pasco, Orlando, Ocala, Tampa, and Fort Myers.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, great. And I don't think we have any more questions right now that have come in. So at this time, just a few house cleaning items here that I want to address. Number one, this session has been recorded and will be sent out to you tomorrow morning, likely. So look out for my email with the recording of this session so that you have it. And please feel free to share it with any students or any parents. Maybe they're, have students that are sons or daughters that are considering the healthcare industry. I will also, there's a quick survey when you leave this meeting. It's only like 4 questions long, but if you wouldn't mind answering that for us, it really provides us with good feedback on what you thought about the presentation. And maybe there was something that you think we should have talked about, or maybe that you would have preferred that we elaborated on. Any feedback that you could provide would be very helpful to us. But I just want to thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us today. Now we are finishing just a little bit early, but I think the session went really well. And so I want to thank Nana for joining with us today as well.
Thank you very much for having me.
No problem. All right. Thank you all for joining, and we are now going to end this session. Goodbye.